I can't believe I'm doing this. Football is my favorite sport, and I have to come out and do this crap. Wow, can't believe it. So, and Merry Christmas, guys. It's Do a Threat Gamer here, and this might be my last Madden 17, 18 video. My whole Madden career in general. I might just continue to just do franchise, and I'm done with Ultimate Team. I'm done with all that crap. Anything besides franchise, and franchise is bad, but that's besides the points. I'm here to tell you all that I'm done with EA's bullcrap. This this to me is the worst game they have ever made. I thought Madden 16 was bad with the aggressive catch and players just being able to run screens all the time. I thought that was bad. Madden 17 was even worse. And then when you play Madden 17, you were like, maybe it's better than 16 for the first couple of weeks. And then you get Madden 18 and the game was terrible since day one. How? There's only two things good about this game that I like that are actually pros. This soundtrack, which I cut off because I didn't want to get fined or anything. This, you know, last year was 11. I made something new, which they did not. Busted, man. If you're an EA fan and you're watching this video, why are you watching this video? First of all, and second of all, just leave because I don't want to deal with your bullshit. I don't want to hear any comment from an EA fan. I don't. I'm a fucking 15, about to be 16-year-old kid, bro. I don't want to hear no shit from EA. All right. I'm gonna actually cut off this screen in a minute. I'm gonna block this screen because I don't even want to see it. So on your side of the video, you might see the screen being blocked. So, you know. I just said that. EA's watching this video right now. Swear to God. Alright, I just got that confirmed that EA is watching this video too. So I just like to go ahead and tell them that you're stupid, EA. You can't do nothing about it now that I'm not playing your game. I'm not buying your packs. Actually, I never bought a pack this year for that same reason. They can't do nothing to me. EA can't hurt me. And they can't hurt y'all if y'all do what I'm telling y'all to do. Just don't buy this game. Madden 19 comes out, unless you really like EA, don't buy this game. I would recommend 2K. If you want to play football, go outside. I don't care where you live if you live in a snowy area, you can go outside and play. I'll buy you cleats. I'll buy you shoulder pads. I'll buy you stuff. I'll come to your house. We'll take you to a local field. We will play. I will play authentic football where you can sweat. You can actually not get warded into animations. You can juke people for real. You can get real life injuries. I mean, even though we don't want those, but I would take you to a field, and that's what I do. I go outside to a field. I practice for football. All right, I work my ass off. This game is terrible, and so I don't know what to start with. So let's just start with the negative, the worst of them. No, let's just start with. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you about these categories right here. Play now is bootleg, and I don't play now live. It's okay. That's the smartest thing EA has done. But this game is still terrible, so I'll give it a negative 0, which is 0. because it's still trash. I'll give them a bunch. I'll give this a negative, this a negative. So back to play now. The CPU is for one overpowered, and I will. That's a major thing I want to get to, and it's boring, really. The intro. The only thing I like about the going into games are the intros. This sucks. We need something like 2K has. And 2K, they been coming out with that. Like, where they have an intro with Shaq, Kenny, you know, and the white. I forgot his name, but because I don't really play 2K like that no more. But yeah, online head-to-head is for players that they just jumped out of online practice or skill trainer and they want to go up against people. That's all that is. And franchise hasn't changed in 5 years. Long shot. It's the worst story mode ever. It's really a long shot of you actually having fun with this crap. I mean, the story mode is so unique. It like the story itself, but what messes it up is that you can't go to the NFL with your one, and two, the graphics are terrible. Oh. Watching this video? Okay. You said what? Alright. So back to what I was talking to him again. Ultimate Team, he had that same problem. Long shot is boring as crap. It could have been so great, but it's and Ultimate Team is just, you know, that's what EA they want to make money, right? So they already took money from you when you bought the game, and now they just want to go and buy packs, spend more money. Yeah, that's what EA wants. And let me tell y'all something EA did. Well, actually, I think it's very twisted up how EA did this. But, you know, recently they dropped this pack where you could get Calvin Johnson, whether it be the free safety one or the wide receiver one. So it was like about 11:30 where players were just going out buying packs to get Calvin Johnson. Where they looked on Mutthead, which is owned by EA, but EA actually tricked them. What EA did was they were like, all right, they're like a branch of EA is like a branch of Mudhead. No, Mudhead is like a branch of EA, except EA doesn't completely own it. So when players went to Mudhead, they were like, oh yeah, we can get Calvin Johnson now. So they just went and bought open packs. They went and bought packs, not looking at the Twitter page, which everyone should go to, or the Facebook page. They went and they opened these packs and got nothing. EA, they just wasted their money on buying these packs. EA cheat. You could say, oh well, Mutthead is not owned by EA. Actually, they are the people at Mutthead are working for the people at EA. So they put something on their website. It's authentic, but the time of it is unauthentic. What they're saying is true, but the time is different. Calvin Johnson didn't come out till about 12:11, and it was about 11:30 when players started buying packs. So EA got that much money in between that time. EA are con artists, especially last year. I think it was last year where players, they bought packs at the beginning of the year, and EA took all their money away, their hard-earned pack money away, after they sold the players because they were cheating somehow. That's like some crap you'd find out in GTA. That's complete crap. So that's ludicrous. That's inhumane right there. That's stupid. I don't know how we could support this gaming company. So the packs. I'm gonna get the Ultimate Team, but I'm gonna break down each one of these modes as well as go ahead and start. We're gonna start talking. I want to start the topic out with something in particular. Animations. You got the Frostbite engine, but when Madden 15 came out, which I think was the best Madden from like out of these Maddens with the new graphics, because Madden 25's graphics weren't as good as Madden 15, 16, or 17. Out of Madden 15, 16, 17, or 18, I'd have to say Madden 15 because it had Madden 16's graphics, but it didn't have that aggressive catch. They didn't have overpowered formations. that can't be stopped. They didn't have HB Will back then. HB Will didn't actually come in until Madden 17. They didn't have that. They had legitimate plays from legitimate teams that they went EA actually, that was the first time they actually watched the game and took their plays and put it in. That's why I recommend you go play Madden 15. I still have it to this day. Man, I have Madden 16, 17, and 15 to this game. And I might just delete, I might sell this game, get my money back, go buy me a football or something, and we can go to the field. This game is pathetic. So animations, 2 animations. So you know it's an offensive player and a defensive player. In real life, they don't get sucked into tackles. They don't get sucked into trucking animations. They like, if my player doesn't want to get trucked, he can easily run away. He doesn't need to get sucked into it. If Adrian Peterson trying to truck Champ Bailey, all I want to do is go around him and stop his legs. I don't want to take the truck head on, but EA forces you to take trucks head on. There's another animation where you run the football, and I will show you that actually. I can show you that. Well, never mind. I don't even want to show you gameplay because I'm scared the gameplay might be terrible, but I am going to show some gameplay. So. Now, actually, I did a video earlier exactly like this where I showed you man coverage is busted. I'm not going to go into detail. Man coverage is terrible. And I'm going to get, that's a part of animations too. But, and I'm going to get to ratings as well because a lot of y'all wanted me to discuss ratings. This game is complete trash in every category you can think of. 2K has beaten EA Sports in every category. They've even beaten, look, the Star Wars, right? They beaten them in that. They don't even have a game like that. EA has cheated the people at Star Wars. They have cheated us, the Battlefront people. They have cheated us as football players. They've cheated FIFA players. FIFA players, I despise you because EA pays attention to FIFA more than they do to Madden, which is like, football is the best, is the like highly watched sport in America. It's the best sport in America. Basketball being second, then baseball. I'm confused. So back to animations. 2 animations should not go together. All right. Like running up the middle. I know a lot of y'all have seen where you run up the middle and your running back just gets forced into the defensive tackle. Like, I swear, I know a lot of y'all have seen that. If you haven't seen that, then you're blind. Where you run right up the middle, it's a clean hole, but your running back, he gets sucked into the defensive tackle who's guarding your center. I'm confused about that. I got 5 offensive linemen, and he has 3 defensive linemen, and I run up the middle, and then his defensive tackle, I mean, the center and the guard can't double team. Like, so I'm gonna, just in case y'all don't know, because a lot of y'all watching don't probably know what a guard is. You probably don't know what a tackle is. You probably don't even know what the defensive lineman is. I'm going to show you right quick. This is my ultimate team. Here's a guard. Here's the center. Or here's a guard. Here's the center. You saying these two can't double up these two guys can't double up against the Javon Hargrave, and this guy take him, and those 2 guys double up. That's what you're telling me. Or these 2 guys take him, and then these 2 guys take him, and that guy take him, and then he has a tight end to help him. Is that what you're telling me? And these are defensive tackles right here. And I'm in a 4-3 defense, so it's a little different, but some opponents might run a 3-4. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to that too. I'm gonna discuss that, defenses. Cause I play quarterback in real life. I'm pretty good at what I do, which is going out on the field and demolishing defenses. But you can't do that in this game. But animations, man. Oh man. The hit stick first. The hit stick animations, they're good and they're bad. The good ones are when you actually get a fumble and you're like, yay, I get a fumble. The bad ones are when you either get a fumble and your players play soccer with a football, which happens to everyone. Don't lie, that happens to everyone. They try to pick up the ball. We kick the ball. Oh, we kick the ball. Oh, it goes into the end zone. Safety. Yeah, that happens to us. I don't understand it. And then there's a 90% chance that the offensive player always recovers the fumble. I've seen this fat offensive player pick up the ball. Like he got a huge speed burst over my 91 speed Ronald Darby. The ball's right there. The offensive lineman just instant transmission to get the ball. I'm like, what? We won't get into that, but like the graphics, man, Jesus Christ, the graphics. Ooh, boy, I gotta take a little. I got 4 friends playing Madden right now, and I could ask them each one of them on a rate of 1 to 10 how Madden's graphics, animations, 0. I give it a negative 1,000. It's terrible. Every player gets the same running animation, passing. The quarterbacks, look, I know you get, and when you create a player or when EA goes in there, I know they get to go out there and like, you know, get the animations right, give the quarterbacks their respect to animations. But let's be legit. They all have the same throwing animation, the same throwing motion. Heck, even Phillip Rivers has the same throwing motion as Cam Newton or Ben Roethlisberger. And look, Phillip Rivers, if you look at his animation in real life, it's terrible. I don't even know how he makes those throws. His throwing, it's outrageous. I don't know how he does it. He throws like Tim Tebow, but at least he's accurate. Have you ever seen Tim Tebow? Have you seen when Tim Tebow threw the football and that jump didn't even spiral? It was a touch. Yeah, it was wide open touchdown, but it didn't even spiral. The ball was like he lateraled the football and it came into his hands. It was a terrible throw. It was a terrible throw. That's how the throws in this game are. Players can be wide open and the defensive player they didn't look. EA, what's your excuse now? Because you just lied to us. All of y'all out there, where Rex said that it's going to be harder to throw the football this year. Do you know what that meant? I thought actually they fixed the coverages and the man coverage is fixed and stuff like that. No, that's not what they did. What they did was this. If a player is wide open and a defensive player is 5 yards behind him, and I got Cam Newton and dropping back and throwing the football to a corner route, the defensive player who's 5 yards back gets about a 77% of more of a chance of getting the pick. You know why? Because they didn't make coverages harder. They made animations worse. They made quarterbacks inaccurate. That's what they did. They didn't really do anything. They just made quarterbacks inaccurate. The problem I have is when I have a 90 speed, a 92 throw power Cam Newton, and then he has 90 thrown to run, but he can't make those throws on the run. I can make half the throws these quarterbacks are making in the game. My throwing range is about 78 to 83 yards. That's max for right now because I need to go back to the weight room. That's about max. That's pretty good for me. I mean, most people at my age can't even throw 60 yards. That's pretty good. So I want to sit down and tell you guys that if you see players Cam Newton overthrown, if you check. I'll ask coach, can we stay after practice and play and run these plays? So we came out and we did it. We ran these plays. We ran HB Will. We ran every play you could think of, and we ran every coverage. And we stopped those plays with cover 4 and stuff. Yeah, stuff like that. So the whole point I'm trying to get at is, guys, EA, they don't know what they're doing. That's the whole point of this video. Maybe EA Sports is just trash. Maybe they are. But I give them a benefit of the doubt. I don't always call them trash. I don't. But today I will. I will call them garbage. And this is going to be a long video. I can break down everything that's wrong with this game. It's complete ludicrous. If I took... I bet you if I went over everything that's wrong with this game, it would take longer for EA to make Madden 19. Swear. Don't even let me get started on long shot. and I just went to long shot again. EA just wants me to play long shot. There's nothing EA can do at this point. They just might as well give this back, let 2K give them the license, because it's not working. It's not legit. FIFA, it's always ahead of Madden, and then they're always below 2K. So here's the thing: 2K is greater than or equal to FIFA. No, 2K is greater than FIFA, which is less than or equal to Madden. Which is no, or it could be greater than or equal to. I said less than because they are about the same. I think FIFA just has more fan base because it plays better. But football is the best sport in America. Let's be honest. Then basketball, and the second sport in America has a game that's better than the first sport. Right? Wow, that's a knee slapper. So back to what I was saying. So I want to continue with animations. Hit sticks. If you miss your hit stick, and you actually hit the player, they give you this the player just goes down. They give you a terrible animation. And then when you get the hit stick and your player fumbles, you're like, yay, give me the ball back. Here's another thing. Let's say you're down by 3 points and your opponent has the ball. He's running the football. Do you know what opponents did this year that's pissing me off? They go, okay, I'm going to put this on aggressive. I'm going to go to coach adjustments, put this on aggressive, put everything on aggressive, right? So what if I put everything on conservative and he puts everything on aggressive? Should he get strips, or should I not fumble? Which is which? I think coaching adjustments are the worst thing they implemented into the game because they ruin animations. If he has his strip on aggressive and I have my stuff on balance or conservative, why are you punishing me? Why are you punishing me? It's all this game. The three things about this game are they don't give you divine punishment. The offense versus defense is busted. And 3, every mode in this game. So those 3 things, top 3 things. X marks the spot. The first one is the worst one. They don't give you divine punishment. If your player comes out and runs the same plays over, and Jesus Christ help EA, over again, do players in real life not stop that? Do they not stop that? Do players okay, for instance, the Patriots game. If you saw that Le'Veon Bell kept running those comebacks, eventually he ran a comeback twice and got big yardage off of it, 15 to 10 yards. Then Bill Belichick, he said, you know what, F it. He's gonna put this dude in a hard flat and play underneath under him, and it stopped it. So Big Ben had to go with Juju Smith-Schuster, which led to that big gain of yardage. As you saw with the drag route, he just threw it. Juju got those big yards. That's what on top. That's divine punishment. And if all right, Josh Norman, Carolina, 2015. Blake Bortles, mediocre quarterback. Okay, I understand. Josh Norman, the first time he got it was a 10-yard gain on this, 15 to 10-yard gain on, I think it was 12 on this comeback route. So the second time Blake Bortles, he looked over there, threw the football. Josh Norman said, "F this, I'm picking this off." He took it to the house. If you don't know what play I'm talking about, then you're slow. The play against Jacksonville where he caught the ball, ran back. Players should, if you run the same plays, I don't think I should be. If you're a D-line user and you see your opponent running the same plays, you're fucked. There's nothing you can do. You can go to concepts. You can do anything you want. But if you're a straight D-line user and you 100% don't user, because I do both, I kind of differ between usering and D-line usering. I make it confusing for my opponents. I try to. Then you're effed. You're fucked. Because there's no play in the playbook that stopped HB Will. No play. And that's what I wanted to get at. I can go to the football field right now. We can run HB Will. And I can allow the defense to run every coverage from cover 0 to cover 7. Or to cover 9. Actually, there's a cover 22 in our playbook too. We'll let them run that, which is basically everyone has every defensive player has a deep blue zone or deep zone. It's basically a prevent. We can do that. Okay? I mean, I'm always right in terms of football stuff. You're not gonna get me with that stuff. Like the football game against the Patriots. Again, I'm a Steelers fan. That was a catch. That was a catch and a fumble. Because if that's a catch, so you're saying NFL, that's not a catch. So what's Des Bryant's? What is Calvin Johnson? That is a catch. All right, that's a catch. Are you gonna say that? So are you gonna say that Julian Edelman's catch in the Super Bowl, that wasn't a catch? You could have said that wasn't a catch. Because he already went down to the ground, the ball got bobbled up. You could say that. He had to survive. He didn't survive the ground. Neither did the ball. You could legitimately say that. You could legitimately make that argument. That's an argument that I am willing to make. That Julian Edelman's catch was less of a catch than Jesse James. That's how EA does it. Whatever happens at EA happens in real life. Trust me. If you see, there are some really bad animations that happen in real life. But let me tell you, every player has the same animation. That's all I'm trying to get at. Every player has the same animation. All right? Every player has the same animation. Antonio Brown has the same catching, the same catch as Julio Jones. What? Did you not see Julio Jones in the Super Bowl? Clearly you didn't, because Antonio Brown, this is where Julio Jones is an all catcher. Like, he uses his hands. Antonio Brown is a pure body catcher and pure hand catcher. He can do both. Now, I see why Antonio Brown body catches, because he's short and, it's hard. I mean, if you look at that game against the Titans, Antonio Brown legitimately catched the ball, with his body. I mean, he caught it with his hands. He jumped up, his hands hit his chest, the ball came right there in his stomach. Catch. If you saw the Green Bay Packers, he used his hands for that catch over. I'm not talking about the catch that we all saw in the fourth quarter. I'm talking about that catch over that cornerback, where he jumped up and snagged it with his hands. That's what I'm talking about. Every player uses different animations, like 2K. All right, I'll keep bringing up 2K because they seem to excel in every category. The quarterbacks and the kickers and the punters only get different animations. Adrian Peterson has the same. I'm sad to say this, but both Adrian Peterson and Le'Veon Bell run the same in this game. Which Le'Veon Bell is faster than Adrian Peterson by at least 3 to 5 seconds. Good 5 seconds. He's a better receiver than Adrian Peterson, and he's patient. If you run the football with Le'Veon Bell, does he run just like any other running back in this game? You can't really be patient. I wish EA could implement that in the game, but they don't want to. They don't want. EA, you can make so much money. You can make so much money if you just listen to the things I'm saying, but you're not. So I'm going to just keep telling you how trash you are, and I'm going to keep building on this until you one day understand. When I'm in the graveyard or wherever I might be one day, you might understand. You might not even exist. That's the end of the discussion. So that's all. Animations, first, the animations for man and zone coverage are the same. I know a lot of y'all say, what the hell? That makes no sense. I'm saying, right? If you run cover 3 and you run man coverage, it's basically about the same. In real life, it kind of is too, except for this thing. Cover 3, that one of those, that safety or whoever, he gets to make a decision whether he wants to take receiver X or Y, or even Z sometimes. If he takes receiver X, then he's someone one-on-one receiver Z or Y. That's cover 3 is. Man coverage is everyone has a man and the safeties over the top are helping. Man's up. Yeah. The animations for zone, cover 3, and man, they're the same. They're goddamn the same, and that pisses me the fuck off. I mean, they work the same. Cover 3 and zone kind of work the same. Cover 3 and cover 2 man kind of work the same, but they're not. because one of them man coverage can stop anything, but cover 3 can only stop certain plays. That's the difference between man and zone coverage. If you got good man coverage, man playing players, you can stop anything. Man coverage can stop anything. That's a fact. It can stop runs and passes. That's a fact. Man coverage can stop anything. Man coverage is the base of all coverages. It is the mother of all coverages because it can stop anything. I promise you. If you got Josh Norman, what's a fast corner? I don't know. And you got a fast corner who can play zone and man too. And you got fast linebackers, Ryan Shazier, fast outside linebackers, some great man safeties, and a defensive line that can get pressure. Then man coverage can stop anything. Any play, you could run a slant and you could have Josh Norman cover it, Richard Sherman cover it. Man coverage can stop anything you can think of. Zone coverage cannot. Zone coverage is a flawed coverage because one coverage in zone is meant to stop one thing. Cover 2 is meant to stop short passes. That is why if you see games where your players run cover 2 and they have a vertical, they might throw it into that tight window. That's what I do in real life. The problem with that is that in the game, you get that tight window, but when you throw the ball, it's either underthrown to where the running back, the corner in the flat gets the pick, or it's either overthrown, or it's either thrown on the money, but you just take a hit. A lot of y'all could say that target passing could play into that. And actually, matter of fact, let's move away from animation. Let's go into coverages. I'm going to keep saying this. I don't play defense. I know all my coverages because I'm a quarterback. I need to read these coverages. I need to know what coverage the defense is in at all times. So I'm going to just go ahead and give y'all some tips, even though I might not play this game ever again. Here's some tips. If you want to know about if your players in man coverage, or at least if some of your players, his players are in man coverage, because players in Ultimate Team, they don't play like me. What I do is I stick to one coverage. I don't run cover 4 and man people up. I run cover 4, I leave it. So if you want to know what coverage players are in, do what they do in real life. Do what I do in real life. You can either see it with your eyes or you can do it physically. Physically meaning motion the tight end. Motion them back and forth. Or you could flip the play. If you flip the play and you see them moving with you, that's probably man coverage. Or if the player moves with the tight end, it's man coverage. Shit, how do you think Tom Brady felt against the Steelers? He was seeing man and zone coverage. Here's the thing: if you go 5 wide and you see a linebacker on a linebacker on a running back, you know that's zone coverage. If you see a corner on a running back, that's man coverage. Alright, so you can either motion them or something like that. There are types of man coverages that I will discuss. There are some major types, but one of them is not in this game. So let's go ahead and get started. The types of man coverage: man blitz, man blitz, or 4 if you man blitz, cover 2 man zone. Everyone should be familiar with that. That's the square button. If you run a 3-4 or 4-3, that's the square button. If you go to an audible, that's the square button. The third one is cover 1. I mean, duh. Let's see. Man blitz, cover 2, and cover 1. Oh yeah, it's just 3. My fault. 3. But the fourth one, EA does not want to implement into the game. Which this fourth one, let's say you ran. I'm going to show y'all what cover 0 is, in case you don't know. I just want to show y'all this right quick. Actually, I'm going to cut my other controller on. I need the other controller for this right quick. I'm going to show y'all what cover 0 is. What's up? What's it? There we go. Let's do it like that. So, I'm going to tell you what the Steelers should have done against Rob Gronkowski. They should have either ran cover 0 or double man coverage. I'm about to show you all what this is. And I know what I was saying. Well, this is not saying that EA is trash. I'm telling you that EA does not want to implement into the game into the game for a reason. This is why. I'm telling you all. Why is it? Well, that has nothing to do with EA is trash. You're trying to. No, I'm about to teach you exactly why. So I got my other controller ready, and I'm gonna show you all what I'm talking about. So I'm lay down in my bed right quick and tell you all this is cover 0 right here. Should I get New England? Actually, no. We're gonna keep it like this. I'm gonna show you this from the Steelers. No, from the Steelers' viewpoint. If Antonio Brown were to stay in this game, and they decided they wanted to run man coverage. Let's say they decided they wanted to run this. Nine times out of 10, if you see this. All right, here we go. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to change that right quick. So here's cover 0. I'm just gonna show y'all this. Oh, I still can't move. Okay, that's very weird. I guess I gotta wait a one play. I guess here's cover 0. So I'm gonna take. Let's just say they want to come out like in a nickel or something or a dime. Well, actually, they should come out in 3-4. Actually, to be honest, let's say they came out in this. Actually, you know what? We're gonna flip the sides. Actually, I'm just gonna call the play right quick. We're just gonna call this play. I just did that just so we could call a play. Alright, so now alright, here we go. So I'm gonna show y'all what that is exactly, what cover 0 is. So we're gonna take this cover 1 right here, and New England, they're gonna, oh yeah, I got control now. We're gonna go ahead and go, we're gonna do this too. This is what New England did. That's exactly how it lined up. Here we go. So you see, this is a regular cover 1. This is what cover 0 is. Spence is on him. TJ Watt is blitzing, of course. And we got Lewis manned up with Bud Dupree. Hogan, we're actually gonna press. Hogan is manned up with Joe Hayden. Mike Mitchell is manned up with Amendola. That is perfect. Artie Burns, Cooks. That's perfect. Look see this safety right here? We're gonna put Sean Davis on Rob Gronkowski. That's exactly how it played out in real life. Alright, so now we have this extra guy. You know what we're gonna do with Vince Williams? Is we're gonna put him underneath coverage. We're gonna put Vince Williams underneath. So let's do it. Let's do that. We're gonna play the whole team underneath. Now watch this. This is what cover 0 is. No. Oh, well, actually. There we go. That's cover 0. Or I could put Vince Williams on Hogan or Cooks to double it up. Can everyone press? Can everyone pinch or something? There we go. This is cover 0. No one is in zone. There's no zone at all. Cover 1, somebody has a zone. Cover 2 man, it's 2 safeties that have zones. Man blitz, no one has zone. Cover 0, no one has zone. So let's go ahead and run the play. Let's see how the Steelers should have beat the Patriots. Now, I'm going to be honest. Dead honest. We're going to do it again just so I can make a point. What is he doing? We're going to put the spy back. Well, actually, we're going to do this. We're going to reset the play. We're going to do everything now Joe Hayden's pressing. Good. Sean Davis on Gronk. I'm going to move you over here. Line you up right there. That's how, this is cover 0. One more time, pinch. And we're gonna say we know it's a pass. Let's go ahead. And I'm gonna be on a D line on this play. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna show you how it works. Let's go. Let's see how this double coverage works. That's how it should have been done. I know that's how it should have been done. I want to show y'all that one more time. That's how the Steelers should have beat the Patriots right there. When Rob Gronkowski should have been double covered like this. There's no one open on this play. Arguably, you can make an argue that this dude's wide. You can make an argue that he's open. You could. I'm not about to lie. Well, I'm not about to lie. You can make that argue. He's open. You could argue. No, he's not actually. No, he's not. Joe Hayden did an excellent job covering this dude. That's a great job, Joe Hayden. But yeah, this is what the Steelers should have done against the Patriots. And the reason why I say they don't want to add this into the game. Oh snap, he is wide open. That's my mistake. No, it's not actually. But what happened on that play? What is he doing? Bud Dupree, that is your man. Oh, that's another thing. I didn't even see this, but look at this. He went into a blocking animation. So, Bud Dupree blitz, right? I don't know why. He's in man coverage the whole. If you're in man coverage, stick with him. Even if he blitzes, if he blocks, then that means you need to blitz him. Then, if he blocks, pressure him. That means you need to try to get to the. So Bud Dupree, he did the wrong thing and just blitzed right there, which he should have been covering him. Deion Lewis, I believe, got this terrible block animation where he pretend like he was blocking. Bud Dupree, who is just stupid, the CPU again, like I said, is terrible. He just ran up here and tried to blitz for some apparent reason, which I could believe could happen in real life. He's really that stupid. He should just come out here. I should play hard flat out here, but that. So I'm gonna run that one more time. But hey, I'm gonna show y'all that one more time. That played perfectly. Look at this. If you take him away, no one's open on this play. Just take him right away. Let's take a look. Brandon Cooks. Oh, Artie Burns didn't get, for once, Artie Burns didn't get burnt. That's the one time look, EA, look. Ow. That is good man coverage. That is good man coverage. I love that. I like that. That is I was actually going to complain about man coverage being terrible, but that's the first time I've seen it work. He is in perfectly good position. If he he has a post, I think he's in good. That's why I play underneath too, because it's a post. He has a perfect position to get a pick. That's why he didn't throw it. I didn't throw it there. Let's take a look at Amendola, I believe. Oh. Mike Mitchell said, "No, sir. If he throws in the ball, he needs to throw that ball low, or Tom Brady needs to throw it high, a spot where Mike Mitchell can't get it or hit him." Look at this. This is how the Steelers should have won. Oh, never mind. I'm about to get back to the discussion how man coverage is terrible. Look at this. He's double manned. Why doesn't one of y'all get in front of him and one of y'all get behind him? Look at this. What? That's legit. He's running forward. He's running forward. And he has his head turned in front of Rob Gronkowski. He's looking dead at him. So why did he just do this? That is good defense. I'm going to do that one more time. And I'm just telling y'all the reason why. So, okay. So we can make that argument. So you remember what I said earlier? You know how TP is always right? Watch this. This is man coverage. You're about to see how this is man coverage. Watch it. Reset the play. You see how he moved? Now it's not gonna. Now watch this. It's not gonna be as It's not gonna be as major. See, he moved. If you're in man coverage, it's not gonna be hard. With the tight end, it's gonna be harder to look at. But with the wide receivers, watch this. Man coverage. It doesn't even matter. Let's go ahead and set up cover zero. It doesn't matter what type of man coverage you're in, what type of man you're in. Man blitz, man zone. It should always. If you motion your player, you should. If you see him in man, he should always move with him. So let's go ahead and run it. Please. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna double up on him this time, this time, and we're gonna. All right, we got him, and then we're gonna double up on him. Here we go. So let's motion him. Let's motion him again. Oh, I got the wrong controller. Let's motion him. I want everybody to see this is man coverage. So in case you don't know what man coverage is man is what it sounds like. Your player is following your player. He's watching him. He's reading him. He's pressing him. He can do whatever he wants. He's locked down on him. That's what man coverage is. So as you saw, this is cover 0. Let's take a look at it. One more time. I'm on the D line, and we're gonna snap the football, and I'm gonna throw to Gronkowski. You see how he didn't make that catch? Let's look at the replay, and I'm just showing y'all this for one reason in particular. This is not in the game. You have to physically make this play. This is what if the Patriots legitimately came out and ran this play, I think the Steelers would have done better lining up like this. Doing something like this. Look at it. This is legit. This is what I do in Ultimate Team sometimes. But sometimes, let's say they got a good risk corner over here. Well, I'll just put Sean Davis or whoever would be the safety on him. Look at it. Run the play. Actually, no. Let's reset it again one more time. Run the play. Watch it. Everyone is locked up. You could throw to Amendola. He just gets swats. You could take the risk of throwing it where Artie Burns is. That would be a bummer. Because I wouldn't take that risk. I mean, Brandon Cooks, Artie Burns. I'll take Brandon Cooks. But look at Artie Burns, how he just followed. That's perfect. Look at this. Good defense. That's what the Patriots and the Steelers should have done. And, of course, you're not getting past Joe Hayes. The reason I'm showing y'all that is just to prove a point. Every man coverage works the same. Cover 2 man should not work. Well, every man in terms of motioning your player and reading it. I mean, let's be honest. Every man, if you come out in 5 wide, and I'm running man coverage, and your running back's not lined up with a corner, I mean, you're like, let's see. Let's go ahead and choose a new play. I'm gonna show y'all what I mean. So here we go. Defense, I want to stick with the same play right there. Here's what I mean. Look at this. I want the running back over there. Can I get the run? There we go. Let's do this. Vertical. Let's run this vertical. Here's the vertical play. Every man coverage. This is cover 1. This is just cover 1. Every man coverage works and plays the same in this game. I'm not even gonna mess with it. I'm not changing nothing. Look, watch this. Every man coverage works the same. I don't even have my junk on rookie, but everything in this game works the same. So now let's run man. Let's run coverage. Let's just run cover two man now. Here we go. Let's run cover 2 man now. See the difference? There's a cornerback. There's a linebacker. Hold up. There's a linebacker on Cooks. That's a mismatch. And then you got Deion Lewis on Artie Burns. That's what man coverage is. So here's zone coverage. Ooh, you see something different? Well, actually, nothing should really be different. See something different here? We got TJ Watt who's going to be on him. Look at this. That's disguise. Look at that. That's zone coverage. Look, so I just wanted to show y'all that I'm just going to be here for a while, telling y'all I need to speed this up. I want to get another game out, a franchise game with the Texans. I want to get that game out to y'all as well. That's why I'm going to start speeding this up. But coverages in this game are terrible. All right, particularly cover 4. And I'm going to cover 4. These players, they don't know what they're doing. Every player that runs cover 4 in that 3-4 defense, that 3-4-4-3 defense, they don't know what cover 4 is. Because if they knew what cover 4 is and they knew right from wrong, they wouldn't run the play. The only way you can stop that cover 4 in that 3-4 defense with the containment is if you run a draw. And I could tell you that off the back of my head, that's not how football works. And the reason I'm telling y'all this is not to discourage any of y'all that run it. I'm just telling y'all how ignorant you are. I'm not really discouraging it. I'm not like saying it because EA puts it into the game. So why not take advantage of it? I understand that. But it's unfair to players who actually they should have a this is what EA should do. Instead of having what's it called? Instead of having simulation, arcade, they should have arcade being players that just run cover four the same coverages against the real life people that actually play the game how it's supposed to be played, like it is in real life. That's how this game should play. They should have the crap that's in this game right here, and then let's say 2K makes a Madden, 2K makes a version of Madden, and EA keeps Madden 18. They should combine that game and 2K's Madden be the legit Madden for like us players who actually want the authentic football experience. And EA's game be for those players who like to run the same plays over and over again and just like to win. I'm a legit player. I bought this game thinking it was gonna be legit. This game is unlegit. I mean, the only and you could make a point that target passing is the best feature they added to the game. I will say hell no. No. Target passing is useless. I won my Super Bowls without using target passing. Target passing, the only time I would recommend it is if you have a good offensive line, which means you bought packs in Ultimate Team or you just play with a good team in general. But if you got a great offensive line and you're going up against a sorry opponent. So let's say you got all 95 offensive line and I have all 85 defensive line. If you run cover two and I run the vertical, the only time I could see you using target passing is right there when you want to put that ball in that tight window. But even then, it still might get picked. So I wouldn't recommend target passing. Target passing, EA, here's the thing. Maybe next year you could like actually, not the timeout button is the touchpad, right? So maybe next year, which I might not even buy next year's game, but I'm just saying, maybe you could make target passing the touchpad. Because that would make more sense than having to hold L2 and just move it around. That's stupid. I have a better chance of getting sacked still. But target passing, no. Target passing, it should have been in, if it was in the game since Madden 13, yeah, I would be like, yep, that's legit. But no. Here's the thing with target passing. Target passing is like usering for the offense. On defense, you get the user with your linebacker, you get to move them around, you get to get user picks and stuff. That's what target passing is. It gives the offensive players a chance to be able to be a user, to be able to control what you want to do, where you want to do it. Which I think is ludicrous. It should have been in the game the whole time. That's what 2K is all about. Giving power to the player. Cough, power to the player. This game, the CPU they make the throws. The only thing you can do is decide whether it's a low pass or high pass or lob. That's it. They will put the ball in terrible locations. Terrible. Let's say it's 4th down and 1 and he runs a slant. Why is the ball being thrown in between cover two? You have a tight window. So coverages. And let me just start off by saying coverages, like I already said, they discussed the cover four. You were ignorant. Here's the thing. If you like EA Sports, that means you buy their packs, or that means you either get bailed out in the games. Because you probably don't even know what cover four is. So let me educate all of you guys that go out and run cover three and cover four all game. Let me educate you. Alright, let me educate you. Cover four is meant to stop deep passes, posts, fades, you name it. A deep ass out route. I mean, I'm talking about out routes, about 25-yard out routes, stuff like that. They're meant to stop deep plays only. If you run a slant in cover four and you're not using it, I'm pretty sure that should be a gainage of big yards. If you run a drag in cover four, anything short in cover four should be a gain of yardage. Cover three, if you run an out route in cover three, something that one of the, like, let's say you run two out routes, one corner receiver has an out route, the other one has an out route, they mirror each other. One of those corner routes should be open. I know what I'm doing. When I go into a game, I read the coverages. That's one thing I do respect about EA. But the way the coverages play are terrible. You can see the coverages. You can see man. You can see zone. I like that. That's legit. They should keep that. Don't change that, EA. You can literally see if something's man coverage or zone coverage. Just like I said, if it's man coverage, you can either motion your player and he motion with them. That's man. Or you can either see, there's a corner on a running back. Or you can. Or here's another thing. If you can tell it's zone coverage when they're looking into the field. So when your players are base aligned looking at the field, 9 times out of 10, that's zone coverage. All right. In real life, that's zone coverage. I automatically see that. I do a hand signal, and we run the play. I let my receivers know what it is, and I let them know how I'm going to put the ball there. They don't let you do that with this game because you get no user control. Like I said, you get no power to the player. The thing I just can't get my hand around, EA, is how do you like not go in and make adjustments every year to the plays? I bet you that cover 4 that everyone's running now was in Madden 17. It just wasn't as effective. EA, they're just stupid people. I'm sorry, because one year is nickel blitz, the next year is cover 4, then the next year is cover 2. And I'm like confused. Like I'm not trying to roast any YouTuber out there, but if you just come out there and you run cover 4 and then you mix up your coverages, you're not really good. You're not. Take that from me who plays varsity. You're not good. Because I play high school football and none of this happens in real life. So that should tell y'all something. Y'all should protest. I'm a high school football player. And I'm playing this game wondering, this didn't even happen in middle school, or when I played Pee Wee, or when I played Pot Warner. This never happened. This is unexcusable. EA, what is your excuse? You get a whole damn year, and even some days, because last year, Madden 17 came out on the 23rd. Madden 18 didn't come out to the fucking 25th. That's frustrating. All I ask is for you to fix man coverage, and I know y'all was saying, well, man coverage worked fine in my video. I actually showed y'all some man. If I didn't use the Steelers and I used a team such as the Patriots, you can see a difference in man coverage. As if, let's say I'm running, like in man coverage, we have all seen it before, where you actually go to concepts and you're like, it's a medium outside pass, and you click on that and they give you man coverage. You're like, man coverage should work. I have really good man coverage in corners. I have an 89 overall with 90 man coverage, and he still gets burnt in man coverage. Do you know why? It's because of this animation. That animation I showed y'all earlier when we ran with the cover 0, that's the same animation your corners get. That's why they're always open in man coverage. EA, they try to do too much. What they did was, look, in man coverage, they tried to show how your player is turning. But in real life, players don't make a whole damn they don't keep. If it's a corner route and I'm in man coverage and I'm playing press, why would my corner play like it's cover 3 and just keep going deep? Sometimes they might even do a whole 360 on a corner route. Unless you got good ass Antonio Brown who can do that, then no, that should not happen. And then you're running a slant and like man coverage is the 50-50 coverage, because if you don't have good man coverage in corners like the Steelers do, which they now do have good man coverage in corners, Joe Hayden, and Cameron Sutton might start this weekend. Ooh, I'm looking forward to that. That's all I wanted to say. So, and then cover 2 is, I don't have a problem with cover 2, except for the flats. The flats are damn terrible. Cover 2 plays correct. I mean, if I run a post, it's wide open. That's correct. And you're not usering, the post is always in that PA post. It's open. I like how it works. Cover 2 is the coverage that I like, except that I prefer to run man coverage in this game, even though it fucks me over. I like it. I like man coverage a lot. I like sending pressure with man blitz. But I hate zone blitz because that's why one of the reasons why I don't like the Steelers defense because they zone blitz a lot. But yeah, a legit reason why another reason why I could like this game is because the cover two actually is the best coverage in this game. That's why players run cover two a lot. It's good coverage, which EA should fix eventually. But cover two in this game, it's a lot of bailouts that happen. Okay, like that tight window I was talking about. You run a vertical and cover two. There's a tight window between that safety, that strong safety in this game. In this game, they call it the strong safety, or that spur, that strong safety, and the cornerback in the flat. If your player ran hard flat, then he should be open immediately. I think the cloud flats and the hard flats they play the same, don't they? Yeah, that's a problem. But let's say you ran an out route and you had a hard flat. All your player does is tackle it. He doesn't even attempt to pick it. That's the problem I have with this game. Those quarter zones, they don't work at all. I mean, they need to take that out of the game. They don't even work. So moving on. Rosters. Rating. Why the fuck is Big Ben still at 87? I understand he threw 5 picks against Jacksonville. I understand. And why does he have 82 strength? Huh? Why does he have 82 strength? Big Ben, I'm pretty sure, yeah, his speed is fine. I like that. But 82 strength, I'm pretty sure I have about 87 strength. I don't know why they took down his stats. 95 throw power, 91, 90, like. Le'Veon Bell. I legit don't understand why Le'Veon Bell has 75 catching but 80 route running. He is the best receiving back. Oh, they finally added Stephen Ridley, huh? That's actually how it should be because Stephen Ridley is the backup. But here we go. Fullback. Roosevelt Nix is the best fullback we got in the division. You gotta be fucking me over. Yeah. Now here's the problem. EA, is Antonio Brown starting right now? No, he is not. This is how the depth chart should be. Oh yeah, I got a question. Why is Julio Jones? Let's go ahead and discuss this. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Ooh, thank you. Because last time I was on, Julio Jones was what's he call it? Last time I was playing, Julio Jones was 80. No, last time I was playing, Julio Jones was like, yeah. He was, last time I played, Julio Jones was a 99. I was confused. But this is the depth chart with the Antonio Brown taken out, actually. This is how the depth chart should look. That's how it should look. Martavis Bryant, Eli Rogers, then Juju, because Juju was always in the spot. There you go. Now, for some reason, here's the problem I have. Why is TJ Watt still at 78 overall? He leads in terms of right outside linebacker. He leads our division in sacks. Why is he still a 78 overall? Here's another problem. I have. There are a lot of legit problems. Ratings are off really bad. Really bad. I'm just going to discuss that. Ratings are terrible. And there's nothing we can do about it. We can yell at, we can try to fix EA's game, but we can't fix their ratings because they're stupid. And Jordan Howard, I'm confused about this. Jordan Howard, they fucked him over. Look, he's been at 85 overall since Madden 17. They fucked him over. I mean, damn. LaShawn McCoy got extremely effed up. LaShawn McCoy's the best running back in their division. Matter of fact, it's Le'Veon Bell. If we're talking about every running back in the NFL, if they're healthy, Le'Veon Bell, LaShawn McCoy, David Johnson, Todd Gurley, and now you could argue Kareem Hunt or Alvin Kamara, whoever is at that fifth spot. But other than that, then that's bull crap. That's bogus. That's ludicrous. That's absolutely ludicrous. Why is Jimmy Garoppolo a 79? Jimmy Garoppolo should be at least an 84. That's out. That's disrespectful. That is disrespectful. This is why I can't. You gave Blake Bortles an 80, but you gave Eli Manning a 77. Even though Eli Manning hasn't been producing this season, cough, cough, Odell is hurt. Cough, cough, Brandon Marshall is hurt. They don't have a run game, too. I mean, should I continue? Besides all of the facts, besides that, I think that's absolutely bogus that you give Blake Bortles a high. Even though Blake Bortles had one good game, you give him a higher overall? No. That's ludicrous. It's fucking ludicrous. Jared Goff's at 83. Yeah, that's ludicrous too. Kirk Cousins is higher than Jared Goff. We'll take a look at that. This quarterback right here, he's good. He's actually he's on special teams too. He's good. So I'm gonna sit down and eat bread with EA and tell y'all that the ratings are effed up. So I like y'all saying, well, you said you could go on for hours and hours. I could, but I don't want to because I have something I gotta do. Reason why I would recommend you not to buy this game. One reason is because EA will cheat you, whether it be out of your money or they will cheat you by not giving you your stuff. Here's the thing. Everyone out there, don't lie about this. Don't lie. I don't care what type of EA fan you are. Don't fucking tell a story. You will go to hell. I will make sure I will haunt you in my grave. I will try to make sure I haunt you. I will ask God to let me haunt the people at EA, even though God like preaches Jesus and God, they preach forgiveness and stuff. I can't forgive EA for the crap they've done to us. Madden 17, where players bought packs and they took all their money away from getting these players. That's ludicrous. That's absurd. We could have literally protested then. We could have at least sued EA on. Like, players are just about to sue EA, just like they did against NCAA. You can do that. You can literally sue EA for, like, let's say you bought points and then you spent it on a pack and they didn't give you your player that was guaranteed. You can sue them for that. Did anyone know that? You can actually do that. It's false advertisement, and I forgot the name of something else. But it's something else too. If you play MUT Champions and you don't get your rewards, you can sue EA for that. And you go, like, let's say, and you actually call them like I did, and they don't give you your rewards. You can sue them. You can sue EA. If they don't give you your money, you can sue them. It's in the law. You paid for this game. And if they don't, deliver their the terms of service, which is on the help now screen, you can sue them. You play if you play if it no it's let's say you play a solo challenge, they don't give you your money. One solo challenge, they don't give you your money, they give you the next. They can't sue them. You can just call them, and they still might not do nothing about it. But that's ludicrous. They're not gonna give. You're not gonna take a lawyer and go to court for like not getting your money for a solo. But let's say you did a bunch of solos and they didn't give you your money. Yeah, you can sue them for that. That you can sue them. But no. Let's say you played a season game, made it to the Super Bowl. They didn't give you a Super Bowl win. I don't think you can sue them for that, but you could definitely make that case. You can make that a case. You can sue EA. I'm telling you guys, if you don't believe me, that's fine, but you can sue them. And I don't want to sue them. I don't want to like spend money on it, but this kid sued EA because he used his Christmas money to buy packs, and they didn't give him the stuff he wanted in his packs. They didn't give him his legend player he deserved. They didn't even give him a legend player in his final pack. When he had to pick a player, they gave him 2 golds and 1 silver. 2 golds, 1 elite, and 1 silver. And it's on YouTube. I forgot the kid's name, but he spent his Christmas money buying packs. He didn't get nothing out of those packs. That's where EA make their money from. Is if you go. That's why I always tell y'all, go to a website. Don't go to Don't go to the website where you buy coins. I say always buy coins. Always buy coins, because if you buy coins from that website, you know, you don't have to go through whatever that website I said earlier. And you Mudhead, definitely you don't have to do it, because EA did something where this Calvin Johnson came out, right? Mudhead is owned by EA, so people at EA work in Mudhead. So they put something up on the up on Mudhead that said, "Go get this Calvin Johnson. He's out now." Which EA, this is how they cheated. You could sue them for this. I'm gonna keep saying you could sue EA because that's what we should do. You could sue them for that. That's false advertisement. It's not. It's false and it's untrue, because that Calvin Johnson that they did put up wasn't him. It was not even a realistic looking Calvin. But that's besides the point. People at Mudhead, they cheated y'all because y'all went out and bought packs at 11:30, but then the Calvin Johnson didn't come out till 12:30. Y'all should have checked the Twitter website or the Facebook website. I understand, but that is also EA trying to get money out of y'all. Y'all bought those packs from 11:30 to about 12:11, and you know how much money EA racked up then? Jeez. This is what I'm telling y'all. And here's another scenario. This is why this game is trash. This game is meant for the rich man. If you go out there and get credit cards and you just buy points all the time and you buy packs, EA will reward you. There is no discussing it. I could take a Google spreadsheet and prove that. There's no discussing at all. You could argue that man coverage works. You could argue that zone coverage is good. You could argue that running the football isn't real. You could argue that target passing works. You could argue about that crap. But you would not argue that EA does not cheat you out of these packs. You would not argue that crap. Yeah, you know how, EA? Because you thought you were slick. The only thing you did was you made it from 80 on up elites. That's it. From last year, 80 to 85 and up were elites. This year's 80 all the way up to a 99 or 100, even if they add 100. I'm not sure. But yeah, you thought you were slick, but you really didn't do nothing. You wasn't slick. You wasn't slick, Rick. You wasn't getting me. I'm not that damn slow. All y'all that spend your hard-earned money out there working, or all you YouTubers out there that use your YouTube money to buy packs, which is smart. I ain't about to lie. That's stupid, because you know you're getting nothing out of these packs. That's why I say just buy coins, because I mean, if you want EA to bail you out and you don't want to have a fun experience, then buy points. But if you want to actually play the game for what it's for, buy coins or work hard. EA, you don't. I'm one of those players who I could buy points. I could buy packs. I can do all these things, but I do two things. I don't buy points to buy packs. Because EA's like, well, you're buying points. Oh, I think you're rich. I'm gonna just keep on offering you stuff, offering you these good players so you can continue to buy my packs, and I'm gonna make you happy. And I'm gonna help you out during your games. That's what they're saying. I don't allow that. EA will put a 87 overall like myself up against 95, 93 overall players just to prove that I should buy packs. That shit's not cutting. You would not ever force me to buy a pack in this game with points. I have not bought points yet this year because I learned from last year. I was like, wait a second. Did I just buy points and win all my games? But then the next week, next season, I didn't buy no points and I lost 5 of my games. All of them. I lost all my games. Well, I lost 5 games because look. Yeah. Ludicrous. Absolutely, that's insane. Players out there who go and do solo challenges and grind out and get money like that, EA does not respect you. They don't. Look what it says: start earning coins and improving your team. They don't care. That's not what that's for. Don't even sit down with me, guys. Sit down and tell me that's not what EA's. They just do that. They're just cheating. Trust me. So, do you see what that says? So it says complete these tasks to earn a quick sell containing an item worth up to 350k coins. So I'm gonna do that set. But watch, if I do that set, they're not gonna give me 350k coins. They're not. So I'm gonna get some cheap elite players and we're gonna do the set. We're gonna do the set. I'm about to prove to y'all once more. One. We're gonna add him to a set. I'm literally spending money on these players so we can put them into a set. And watch what player they might give me. They might cheat you. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the set right here. This is the player I get. This is the player I get right here. This is why this game is complete garbage. You could at least give me an 84 overall for buying that crap. Here we go. Here's that reward. Let's see if they give me 350k. You could win up to 350k. They don't even give you 250k. That's what I'm talking about. Like, the packs are terrible regardless of what you do. That's why I don't recommend y'all buying this game. You shouldn't buy this game. This game is fucking terrible. This game's been terrible for 8 years. I'm fucking 16 and this game's been terrible for about 10 years of my life. It's fucking ridiculous. So let's see how much money I win. I legit want to see how much money I win. Watch this money don't add up to the amount of money I just bought those players for. I even pray that EA gives me some money. Really? So I could win up to 350K, but I get 5,000 coins. I bought that, but I could win up to 350K. I understand that. But the point I'm trying to make is the packs just suck in general. That's the whole point of me just telling you this. Is because the packs suck in general. If you go out there and you don't work hard like I did to get those 18K that I bought players, they're not gonna reward you. I did that pack just so I could try and get 350K. And I got nowhere close. If I would have went out and bought points and then got players and put them into that set, do you really think I would have got 350K? Yes. It's this game. It's ludicrous. It's stupid. And oh yeah, I just got done talking about solos. Solos. If you do solo challenges, EA won't help you. They won't. You have to literally buy points in order to win games. If you're an 80 overall and you do solo challenges to get your players and your money, they're just gonna put you up against harder opponents in seasons. You're right about that. I'm not about to lie. You are right about that. But what if I go into a game right now and play? What if I go into a game right now? Will I win that game? That's the question. Like, I could have went and done solo challenges to get the predictor, which you're right. I could have. Well, actually, no, I can't because the predictor is done. The week 16 is about to be done today, so I really can't. It's closed off. Let's take a look. It should be closed off. Except, yeah, it's closed off. You can't do predictor. Look at all this. I'm just showing you. Just look. You see how many solo challenges I've done? And then I still lose as many games as I do, with my team being the overall. And I know more about the game do most players play. This is the whole point of me playing this game. This is why you should go out and play 2K. Just NFL give 2K the license. This game is terrible. It's all about the packs, alright? It's all about Ultimate Team. That's what this game is based around. Nobody cares about franchise. I mean, people care about it, but EA doesn't fix it. Nobody cares about the busted coverages. Nobody cares about players just coming out and running cover 4 all game. They don't care. They don't care that they took players' money in Madden 17 and they still doing it to this day. They don't care. I don't even get. They're trying to make money off of you by buying contracts too. So you have to buy contracts to keep your players, and then you have to buy tickets if you want to go and play much squads or much draft. That's stupid. That's stupid.
Probably not. I'm just saying, you could still make coins if you don't buy the elite.
You're right. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I can make hella coins just by not buying packs. You're right. That's what I do. I try to improve points. I try to be like, well, let's say if I try to give EA a benefit of the doubt. I try to go in and earn my money like a human being should do instead of going and buying packs and stuff. I try. I do try. I do go out and do solo challenges and do these predictors. I do that shit. Oh yeah, by the way, I did predictors and I did get 16 of them right, but I didn't get no fucking reward for it. Just like I said, they cheat me out of everything. Jesus Christ, this game is fucked up. Look at this. I just need to. Like these gauntlets too, they're overpowered. So I really don't play these. They're fucking overpowered as fuck. Goddamn.
Save one predictor token so every day I can do the true to false swap set. That is always available.
That's actually pretty smart. I'm not lying. That's actually smart. Just do the solos and keep the predictor. That's actually very smart. I'm surprised they don't kick you for that. That's smart, but I think that's a form of cheating though. They don't kick you for that. That's very smart. But still, that's smart. So you save the predictor cards, and then you put them in the set afterwards. That's smart. I give you a 10 out of 10 for that. That's very smart. They might eventually kick you for that. I'm just saying, they might just do it. I'm not trying to like. I'm just saying they're gonna do it eventually.
Be my daily set objective and I spend nothing. That way I can make the most amount of points.
Yeah, but what do you get from doing the daily objective? You just get ripped off. So you get these predictors and then you put them in your sets. You complete the sets and then you get this daily.
It's in the game until they take the set out.
But then you get the set, and then you get the daily objective. You get that quick sell, and then how much money do you get? You don't get over 10K. You can get up.
Should be less than 10.
Exactly. You don't get nothing for earning. You actually went in and did solo challenges, got the predictors, put them in a set. You got your daily objective, and then look how much money you got. You're still. This is the point. You can work hard for your money in this game. You could cheat. You can work hard for your money, and you still would not get nowhere unless you physically buy points. That's what EA is about. It's making money. I swear to God, right now, and I will buy this. I will buy all of this. I will use.
Stuffers are gay for net.
Get money, go to GameStop or buy it online. Buy every one of these packs and watch how many games I win. How many games? I will go out and I will buy this Color Rush right now. Swear to God, I will do everything. How much money you think? I would do every set. Exactly. If I buy points, I'm gonna win every one of my games. You can't even there. That's 100% proven. That's why Madden 15 was the best Madden because the packs they were good, decent, and you could work hard for your money. This game they won't allow it. What should I talk about now? I'm really wasting my time. What time the Steelers game come on at 4 something? That gives me an hour to a franchise video. I'm wasting time, but there's a lot I could really talk about this game being ass about. What was one more thing I could say? One of the worst things that happened to me. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. This game is all about. Here's the thing. I lose most of my playoff games in Ultimate Team because my opponent's scheme is it's terrible.
I spend money on points and I still lose a lot of games.
That
But EA doesn't care.
actually, if you get coins physically, like you go to solo challenges, yeah, they're not gonna. You're still losing games. If you go to whatever that MUT website is, and you buy coins from that website, you have a better chance of winning games than you do from doing solos. So you're not gonna win games just from doing solos. I mean, you have to, for one, you have to try to get good at the game, which, as I said earlier, a lot of players are complete garbage at this game, and they run the same plays. They go out and they get the Saints playbook, they get the Eagles playbook, they get the Falcons playbook, which I had the Falcons playbook, but I don't run those same plays. Like, Legit, my team should win almost every game against these opponents because they just run cover 4. 90 Cam Newton. 89, 89. This is the fastest receiver on the team, by the way. Good ass offensive line. The only position that's questionable is tight end, which it's still an okay position. We got
Playing guys who play cover 4 drop show 2. Cover 3 never play.
Is that wait, hold on. What did you just say? Give me a second. Let me say it. Hold on. What did you just say? You are about to make my point exactly clear. Excuse me for a second. What did you just say? View comments. I hate playing guys who play cover 4 drop. So too. All right. Let me help you out, dude. You're smart, or whoever. You're smart, and I just want to tell you how smart you are for agreeing with me with that statement because it's stupid. EA, they don't help you. If your opponent comes out and runs the same plays, same formations, they're not gonna help you. I literally text EA. I lost a playoff game because my player kept running PA cross. And EA does not help you. That's the problem. They don't help you. If they see my opponent running the same plays, like I swear to God, I was up about 28-0 in the first quarter, but he came back because he ran the same plays, and he kept running the same cover 4. That's stupid. I mean, I play quarterback in real life. I play varsity. I know every coverage. I know every offensive formation. I know every personnel you could come out in. You could possibly come out in. They just use what EA give them. If it's in the game, they gonna use it. The thing about the cover 3 is that you can stop it, but the cover 4 you can't. The cover 4 is impossible to stop unless you run HB draw. Like earlier in the video, I talked about how what EA is scared about. Because if everyone in the game played the same way in that cover 4, then everyone would stop playing and they would stop making money. So every game, what everyone is gonna do eventually, what's gonna happen is everyone's just gonna run the same cover 4. It's gonna get boring and no one's gonna play the game. Everyone's just gonna stop playing Madden, and there goes EA's money, and then EA will change. That's how it's gonna work. I want to show you how that cover 4 is stupid and it doesn't work. So for one, let me just go ahead and say that if you did skills trainer, then that's just stupid. Skills trainer will not help you become a better Madden player. Let's go ahead and stretch that out. Don't use skills trainer and don't use open practice. Don't use open practice unless you know what football is. EA, they're a bunch of liars. They didn't really do anything from last year. This game, they basically took Madden 17's blueprints, but added the Frostbite engine. That's it. This game is the same. You can't argue this game is different. It's the same game. It literally looks like Madden 17, except for the background. Look, the background's the only thing that changed. They just moved stuff around. This game is stupid. I can't believe I spent money on this. Actually, I didn't spend money on this game, to be honest. What I did was I went to GameStop and sold all my games, and then I used that to buy this game. So I used something else to buy this game. So I didn't really buy it. So I'm happy for that. What I'm unhappy about is that I went and I bought, what is that, a 1-year warranty on a 1-year game? That's stupid. So, there was something you said. Co-suggestion. Stick with something he said, or she said, or whoever. I want to go ahead and cover. I said it earlier. If there's one thing about this game that EA would definitely not do, and it would never ever change, is about me being smarter than them. Well, smart is not a word, but me being more smart than them in terms of coverages. because the coverages in this game play like crap. I mean, I understand 2K, all they have to do is worry about players just going up and down the court. But I feel like 2K is harder in terms of controlling their game and being able to separate offense from defense. Madden is because Madden, there's literally, you can see the offense versus the defense. You can see how they don't go together. 2K, they flow like rice. Rice and gravy. This game, it's like, it's oatmeal. It's rough, it's bumpy, and it really doesn't help you. You need something else to go with it. And that's the whole point I'm trying to make about the coverages, man. If you're a YouTuber out there and you play this game for fun, what are you doing? 9 times out of 10, you have the Patriots playbook or the Raiders playbook, and you're running that cover 4. So if anyone could disagree with the point I just made there, I'd like to hear it, because I will go to YouTube right now and look at every YouTuber from JMail Flow to K, and I will, from TD, Gaming Powerhouse, Toke, I will look at them all, and I will look at them. I will look at every one of their videos, and you cannot tell me that one time they did not run cover 4. My playbook, as you just saw, I'm gonna show you again where. I still have, I think I do still have the Raiders playbook, but the only reason why I was using that playbook was to test it out, and it's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, that's all players do, is they just run cover 4. They don't even know what cover 4 is. They just look at these YouTubers and say, I'm just copy y'all Steve. But then the YouTubers, they be like, no, don't do that. That's what the YouTubers be like. Gun bunch weak as well. People just use bullshit. Gun bunch weak. Here's the thing. Gun bunch weak in that single back week too. That single back bunch. People use that play because they don't know any better. If I go onto my football field right now and we run those plays, it will not work. And that's the whole point. These plays, that gun bunch, bro, like, it won't work, man. The play won't work. I'm telling you. So, if you see anyone come out and run gun bunch, yeah, good thing, bro. I'ma just, for right now, I'ma just make these videos based on how EA is trash. I mean, let all your friends know, let everyone know EA is trash. On FIFA, just know. I'm not even done yet. I'm gonna get onto that cover too. Right, I'm gonna take a look and show you what I'm talking about. Here we go. So this is the playbook everyone in Ultimate Team likes to run right here. Here it is, the Patriots playbook, and I'm just gonna take the playbook I like to run, which is a 4-3 playbook, which is the Jaguars. This is a multiple defense. Okay. What's the multiple defense? Multiple defense is a multiple defense is a defense that both runs 4-3 and 3-4, which the Patriots and the Raiders do. A regular 4-3 defense, 4 defensive linemen, 4 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, right? And then 3-4, 3 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers. The 3-4 has some pros, the 4-3 has some cons. I mean, the 4-3 has pros, the 3-4 has cons, the 4-3 has cons. The 4-3 con is that the 4-3 only has one con, and that's that in 4-3 defense. I don't know. In a 4-3 defense, you're more likely to get dotted on. You're more likely to, your opponent to throw the football and get lucky. In a 3-4 defense, you're more likely to get ran over. Like, players will run the football on you. Unless you do what the Steelers do, or what any 3-4 defense does, like the Browns, even though they're trash, they blitz one of their linebackers. James Harrison, if you see him in a blitz, he's gonna get there. And here's the thing. With the cover 4, players can't help it. They can't be ignorant. They can't help but be ignorant. They can't help it. All my friends run cover 4 except for me. if my player's taking a shot deep, I rarely run cover 4. I run cover 6 because it's more effective than cover 4. But I'm gonna just go ahead and prove this point right quick about this cover 4. I'm gonna break it down right quick. I'm tired of people running cover 4. Half the people that run cover 4 don't even know what it is. That's the problem. If you understood what cover 4 is, then I could understand you running cover 4 on a game. But players, they just be like, oh, I saw this on YouTube, so I'm gonna just run cover 4. I guess I gotta pull up my huddle highlights too. I gotta pull out my highlights of me going out there and throwing about. I had a game where I threw 452 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, and it was against South Point, one of the best teams in my state, and we went and dominated them, which we're gonna do again this year. But here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and show what I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what this cover 4, is this the formation you're talking about too? Is this the formation right here you're talking about? Because this is, well, actually no, this is single back bunch ace. I hate this formation too, because look, everything's open in this formation. That's not the formation you're talking about. So here we go. This is the dumbest thing EA could have added to the game. Is this? I like the Raiders playbook a little bit better. Yeah, that formation is goddamn terrible. I will get to that in a second. But here we go. This is what I do not understand. I will get this playbook too. I would get it, but like too many people are running it. I like 4-3 defenses more than 3-4. But here's what I don't understand. So players would do this right here. Do you see that? This right here, this play right here. This is the stupidest thing in. Oh, so and then we're gonna come out and we're gonna run that play that you were talking about. This is the play. I think this is the play you were talking about right here. Here we go. Here it is. So we have cover 4 right here. This play is so good. Can I get my other controller right there? Look how. Now that's. Like didn't I just get through saying that the only way that you can stop this formation is with a draw? Can I flip sides right? Like that's the only way you can stop this formation. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna show you what I mean. Look at this. Watch this. So we're gonna run a draw. Look at this. Do you know why? This is the only way you can stop that cover 4 is just by running draw. Watch it. Because 9 times out of 10, if you're playing Ultimate Team, one of these guys is gonna be using. But watch this. Watch this. This is why. This look. Look what happens. Look what happens when the draw. So they're gonna play it like it's a pass. See how they back up? So they're gonna play it like it's a pass. That's everyone backs up. The safeties back up. Everyone backs up. Even the defensive linemen kind of back up a bit. Everyone backed up on this play. You can see it better over here. Look at it. Because they're thinking it's a pass, but
Make adjustments in the cover 4 drop show 2. They shade under, then shade over so they have cloud flats, and then they.
now that's your problem. I'm not sure. No, actually, no. That's I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but that's kind of your problem there, because if you're the offensive player and what you need to do is you need to chew clock in this scenario, and if they want to play a hard flat, chew clock and snap the ball immediately, because no one's that fast. They're not fast enough. They can't make an adjustment in 5 seconds. That's impossible. That's just a problem that you could do. You can fix yourself. Like you can't. Like I just told you how to stop this play right here. Just run a draw, right? But I know you're not gonna run a draw every time. So every time they line up in this formation, what you can do is you can audible, which they added into the game, and you can add it make that run to into a draw, and just keep running draw until they finally try to run commit. And as soon as they run commit, throw the football. They will get pissed. All right, and maybe you should put your microphone on and tell them how much of a pussy they are. Hold on, give me a second. There's no way possible you can make the type of adjustments that could stop this play in 5 seconds. Like I mean, here's the thing. It's this game. They're gonna cheat you. They're gonna cheat you. And the reason why I say that is because if this game was made by me, as soon as you got up to the line, you could snap the ball. But in this game, you have to wait until everyone is set on defense. The offense has to wait on defense in this game. Actually, every time, actually. 5 seconds. So you can get in this cover 4. You're telling me you can change all of this into hard flats. That's what you're telling me. That's impossible. But the thing is, the only way you can stop that cover 4 you were talking about is just to run a draw. And even if you run a draw, if you're playing against someone online, they're probably going to use that linebacker, and they're just going to blitz them. Now, I'm just going to say that we're talking about the game here. We're not talking about in real life. But I'm the quarterback in real life. Pretend that I'm standing right here. In real life, I do play quarterback. I'm standing right here. I see this right here. I automatically know it's zone coverage because I'm looking at this corner over here. I'm automatically seeing zone coverage. And then they're looking at the field. This cornerback is facing the field. So that's how you know it's zone. If it was man coverage, let's see, what would happen? If it was man coverage, he would be down towards this dude. He would be like this dude. He would be over here. This safety would be down here. He would be over here. So we automatically know it's zone coverage. So if we're talking about real life here, if I see this, I'm pretty smart. Now the thing is, as soon as the ball is snapped, I have to make a read. I have to tell whether it's cover 3 or cover 4. That's simple. If this guy follows this guy, then it's cover 4. If this guy comes down and this guy follows this guy, then I know it's cover 3. We already see it's cover 4 because he backs up. Technically, he's gonna follow him eventually. So here's the thing. I'm gonna choose a new player. We're gonna run that same thing. I'm gonna run something different. Here we go. So here we go. We already know it's cover 4, but watch this. This play, like if it's cover 4, that's all you got to do every time. If you know they're gonna keep running cover 4, you can either run that HB draw, or you can either run this play right here, where your halfback's having he's either gonna have a check and release, or he's either gonna have what we call stop and go, where he's gonna look to see if he needs to block anyone and just go. There we go. I don't really have I already discussed coverages. How every coverage in this game could be stopped if EA allowed it. I can't tell you how many times in the playoffs where I went up against an opponent that chewed clock and ran that same play because he know, okay. I think cover 4 drop show is not as bad as the running. Well, I think it's just as bad actually as that HB wheel. HB wheel needs to be taken out the game. EA Sports. If there is not a physical play in this game that I can go to stop a play, then take it out the game. If I can't go to coach suggestions and find a play that can stop HB Will, then take it out the game. If every play in this game, every offensive play should have a defensive counterpart. All right, that's just how it is. That's just how football should work. I don't know. There's no play in this game that can stop HB Will, unless you go in cover 6 and you change that hard flat into a and you man that hard flat up with the post route and you user it. Then there's no play in this game that can stop it. And I'm pretty sure your opponent won't give you a good 15 seconds to make that adjustment, because that adjustment takes a while. And it's all about time. This game is just really slow paced. Sorry. So, yeah, there's some certain plays that they need to take out the game. PA post, PA. Let me see the plays you were talking about. There's that play you were talking about. That PA post, PA post shot, It's always the play action too. PA crossers, HB Will, HB Wham. That there's some overpowered stretch in this game. Definitely take the Wham out. But. So, oh yeah. Players don't know what they're doing. I'm probably the only good player out there who knows the coverages without having to go to skills trainer or looking it up. Because I physically play football. I know these coverages. I know how to stop cover 2. I know how to stop cover 3, but EA won't let me stop cover 3. I know how to stop that cover 4, but they won't let me stop it. Because they don't want me to win games. They know how good I am. They know how smart I am. They know how smart you are. They know how smart you are. All right. It pisses me off that I have to go through that shit. Jesus Christ. Jeez. Okay, what is something else that I can focus on? What is something else I can talk about? You got anything else I should talk about? Because I'm pretty sure I discussed Ultimate Team, franchise, coverages, animations. What is there something I'm missing? I feel like let me think about something. Oh yeah, Ultimate Team ratings. EA they cheat you in many ways, but this is the worst. Besides the packs, I think packs is the first way EA cheats you, because you can buy an elite pack and be guaranteed an elite player, and they won't give you an elite player. But here's the worst thing about Ultimate Team is this right here. It's weekend league reward system and seasons. So you need to win. You need 7 wins and 3 losses. I guarantee you 5 out of those 7 wins will be easy wins, but 2 of those wins, when you would not, well, let's say 4 out of those 7 wins will be easy, but 3 of those wins. For me, I'm an 87 overall, and EA puts me up against 93 overall players. I don't know why. I have no idea why they put me up. I have a question too about that. Like, swear to God, this is the best question ever. What decides what game you get put in? Does your rating decide what game you get put in, or does the what's it called? Click on this right quick. I forgot what it's called. Or does your division decide? Yeah, because I swear I used to be an all Madden first string. But I kept losing games because they kept putting me up against hard opponents, and I went to 12. And 100% of those hard opponents used to run cover 4 drop show. So that's something people need to look into. But I used to be right here. I dropped down all the way to right here. That's what, like, help me God. So what decides what players you go up against? If my division decides what players I should go up against, why am I going up against 93 overall players that win every one of their games? Because they should be right here on these 3 right here. I'm right here. So, and if it's your overall, then that's not working because I'm an 87 overall going up against 93s and 94s, and I win sometimes, and then most of the time I lose. But have you ever gone up against, like, what do you think it is? Do you think it's the overall or what division you're in? Man, I gotta get that. I'd like to know. I'd like to know which one has a factor, because I swear I lose every playoff game because I go up against a guy who's a 93, but they don't know how to play the game. Stupid game. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I think I just went. Okay, your record. You just said your record, but I was winning so many. You're right, because I was winning so many games at one point, and then they just kept upgrading my players. Like they kept upgrading the level, like the level of opponent I got. So you could be right. It could be all 3 of those combined, but they're not even looking into it. They're not even saying, What do you mean? Like 91 zone? What do you mean? It could be a mix. Overall division or your record. You're right. It could be all of them, but it's not working because whatever it is pissing me off. So let's see. So should I even get into the weekend league? Should I even get into that? That you have to play 25 games, and then if let's say one weekend league I went 19 and 6 or 18 and 7, something like that, and they didn't give me my rewards, and when I called them, they act like they didn't know what they was talking about, and they find a way to cheat you. I spent 3 days playing 25 games, which is a lot, and got nothing out of it. But in 2K, their weekend league, how it works, what exactly is 9-1 zone or 91 zone? Is that a play? No, it's not a play. Is that like the type? So is that like what is that? Like if your player has 91 zone, is that what that is? Corners and defensive players can predict the future on passes. That doesn't make any sense. You can't predict the future on my passes in real life, so why can they do it in the game? Because if you're gonna predict where if they want to predict where my pass is going, then I would just run the football. Hold on, I'm waiting on that thing to come up right quick. Zone coverage 91, yeah. Okay, so a 91. So you're saying if your player's got the stat. So if your player's got 91 zone, and you're just running zone coverage. Okay, here's the thing with leaping the routes and interceptions this year. They cheated. Last year it was perfect the way it is. All they had to do was fix the zones. This year, the defensive player, if I'm running cover 3 and I run an out route, which should be wide open, he can come back and jump the route. That's how I lost in my previous game. The zone coverage is overpowered. Like players, they can just come out and run cover 2 and send one of their linebackers on a blitz, and pressure gets there, and the zone coverage it holds up. All I'm gonna say is that the only thing I agree with EA is that running the football is the better option this year, and it's because they ruined passing the football. The only way you could attack 91 zone coverage is if you got out the pocket and you made something happen. Like you got out the pocket and you use your playmaker, something. This year, I think they focus way too much on defense and way less on offense. Because the defense this year, depending on, like, I think they really shouldn't be able to break. Cover 3 is designed, like I was telling, like this dude I played kept running cover 3. I asked him, do you know what it is? He doesn't even know what it is. He just runs it. Let's say if target passing, if I had a million years in the pocket, which you only get 3 seconds in the pocket if your opponent is a D-line user. If I sit back and I actually got time to use target passing, which it still barely works, it's functional. If I got time to use target passing, I would win games. Target passing, it's useless but useful. If target passing's buttons were changed to the touchpad instead of being L2 for me and whatever player I'm throwing to, it could be so useful. I could destroy zone coverage. I could destroy that cover 4 all game. No, that's that. So here's the problem. I'm trying to have, like, I don't get what you're saying, because if I got 91, if one of my players has 91 zone coverage, let's say this safety has 91 zone coverage. I don't think he does, but if he has 91 zone coverage, he has 88. If this player has 90, well, this player Brian Maxwell I got right here, I think that might work. Exactly, and that's the problem. That's the problem. And then they start a YouTube channel running those same plays. They get famous. That's stupid. Here's the problem. I don't understand. Man, it's the zone coverage. The zone coverage this is what everyone runs because they already know man coverage is fucked up. I think EA needs to pay attention to that. That's why nobody runs man coverage except for me. Normally, I actually run man blitz. I'm in a 4-3 defense, as you can see. I run man blitz, like, excuse me. I run man blitz. And here's the I have a problem with man coverage out of every other coverage in the game. Zone coverage is too overpowered, and man coverage is underrated and underpowered. Because what decides man coverage in this game? Because the animations for man coverage. Should I show you the man coverage animations? Should I even show you them? I think I might just go ahead and show you man coverage animations. No one in this game is competitive. Even myself, I don't view myself as competitive just because this game. If EA actually, I will give EA 2 years to make Madden 19. What if they were like, can you give us... Here's the thing. The only time people that run cover 4 are competitive are if your other opponent is running cover 4. So if I run cover 4 and you're running cover 4, that's competitive. Hold on, let me see what you said. Madden didn't change nothing. Average players can still be good at the game, is what I'm saying. That's a lie. So you're telling me I play Madden 15 right now. If I stop this broadcast, go in Madden 15 and show you gameplay, it's different because they did change something. Something changed. I don't know what it is. Mediocre players are now beating elite players. Mediocre players with 80 overalls in Madden 17 were beating me. And all I did was come out, run the football, play action, and make good reads. They were beating me. 80 overall teams are beating me till to this day. It's not because of their scheme or nothing. It's because EA allows them. They want me to lose because, for one, I talk mad crap about their game. I mean, if I was talking mad crap about somebody, would they really want me to be around them? No. Average players are average. They might win some games, they might lose others. Average players are not competitive. EA makes them competitive. You saying that they're competitive because they go back and forth in terms of I score a touchdown, they play good defense, they force me to punt the football. Oh wow. That's what I'm saying. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. If you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know what coverages are, and you're just running them and winning games, then how are you truly winning games? You're not winning games. EA is winning games, and you're just a wet leaf left behind on the ground. You don't know what you're doing. I'm saying would it make you feel better if you knew what you were doing at the same time EA's bailing you out? If I know that cover 2 stops slants and my opponent continues to run slants and I run cover 2 and it gets stopped in a slant, do you really think EA, they're gonna help me? Once the people that play arcade mode, this is what I said earlier. You just said that Madden didn't change nothing. Average players can still be good at the game. If you are an average player, why are you playing on competitive or simulation? Go ahead and get on arcade, because I don't want to see you. I'm not about to play against you. Average players, all they want to do out is watch YouTubers take their scheme and just play it, and then that's what makes them competitive. Cover 4 drop show 2 is competitive because one opponent might have cover 4 and then other opponent might have cover 3 and they're going at it. EA lies. Are the people in 2K competitive? Maybe it's the sport. Maybe 2K basketball is just more competitive than football. Maybe it is. Maybe I don't know nothing. I'm confused, but like at the same time, I just don't understand. Mediocre players. So how does mediocre players be good at the game? You said it, not me. That's a good question. Let's ask EA. I can call him right now. Let's ask him. Well, I'm saying that. Well, you are saying that people who don't know the coverage can still. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. And EA will allow it. That's the problem. They allow to. Let's see. What word did I use earlier? There's no divine punishment in this game. No, that's the key word that separates Madden from 2K. Is divine punishment. That's it. That's the word, divine punishment. Put that in the dictionary. Divine punishment. If mediocre players, what they do is they don't, divine punishment never happens to them. What they do is they come out and they write one play, they run a slant. The next play they run HP wheel. Then the next way they run PA post. They run and then the next play when they're on defense they run cover 4 drop show. When you asked me, well, you are saying that people who don't know how coverages, they can still run the coverage and win games. Of course. People that don't lie. Everyone that first gets this game, the first thing they do is go straight into a game and play. I'm even a victim of that. But at least I know coverages. I don't even get used to the game because I'm that good at football that I can just go ahead and hop into a head-to-head game and beat somebody. That's what I do. I don't need skills trainer. The only time I can need skills trainer is if I'm trying to test out target passing. That was the only thing new they implemented into the game was target passing. That's the only reason why I see it necessary for me to go in there. This is the thing. There's sorry players, there's mediocre players, there's ass players, and then there's good players. There's no great players because every player is good. They're not great. You can't be great at a sorry game. You just can't. So, how does mediocre players be good at the game? Here's the answer. EA. If EA sees I'm going up against 80 overall, what do you think they're gonna do? Do you really think they're gonna allow me to stop him? No, they're gonna allow him. There's an equalizer in this. That's how they win. Equalizer. That's exactly how they win. Equalizer. That's how they win games. Equalizer. So I have a question for you. So what's the EA's excuse for allowing mediocre players to still win games? Man, I'm really supposed to be playing a franchise video, but I don't even know if I want to. So yeah, my question for you is, if you go up against a mediocre player, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna allow EA to bail them out, or what are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do. That's the whole point of this video. Is to tell you the only thing you can do is continue to say how bad the game is, and continue to protest, which people don't do, because this is the only football game out there. I feel like as soon as NCAA got canceled, EA was in trouble. You could sue EA. You can sue EA for the bad packs. You can sue EA for a lot of stuff, but we choose not to. So I want to move on into another topic, which has something to do with players. Is this right here? This is mediocre again, but there are 3 modes in this game. 3 modes. There's arcade, simulation, and competitive. Well, what's the difference between simulation and a competitive and arcade? If there's a difference between these two, I don't see it. These 3, I don't see it. If you want me to believe there's a difference, do this. Do this. Madden NFL 18 arcade, Madden NFL 18 simulation, and Madden NFL 18 competitive. That's the only legit way I can see a difference. Other than that, it's no difference between competitive and simulation. There's no there's no difference. So I want to actually know what I'm going back to Ultimate Team. I'm going back to prove to get back on your point. What I want you to do is I want you to buy that playbook, buy the Patriots playbook, run cover 4 all game and user. Watch how, and as soon as you start winning games, and as soon as you win a Super Bowl, watch the next season you don't win shit. That's the whole point. You cannot. This game was not meant for you to work for your money. This game is not meant for that. They don't want you to work for your money. Solo challenges are just there. Scratch that out. Put a big X right there. Put an X on MUT squads and put an X on solo challenges. These 2 things and MUT draft. They're just there. These 2 things are what all EA cares about, which is MUT champions and seasons. If you buy packs, you have a better chance of winning games. If you don't buy packs, you have a better chance of losing games. If you buy packs, you have a better chance of going up against sorry opponents. If you buy packs, you have a better chance of making more money, of course. So the question is, for all you people that sit here and do every one of these solos, so let's say you did this solo challenge. You did all 32 of this. You did all 80 of this. You found time to do all 80 of that. You found time to do 2 of these. You found time to do 9. You found time to do 120, 35, 84. And you figure out you're not winning games. Then whose fault is it? Is it your fault? Because you took about 3 days to work for your solo challenges to get all that money. And here's the thing, even if you get all that money from solo challenges, like you said earlier, you have to buy contracts eventually, which is going to take money away from you. That's stupid. Contracts are stupid. They make no sense. That's stupid. It's bad enough that you have to buy the players. It's bad enough that you have to buy packs, and then you have to buy contracts. Stupid. So, is there anything else I should talk about, man? Anything else you got to ask of me? Anything else you could possibly think of? You let me know. I'm going to take a little break right quick. You let me know. Just keep on typing that comment, bro. Just let me know. I'm going to take a look.